Panos. At forward, 5'9" senior number 15, Maya Gleason. At center, 6' senior number 24, Mitchell Turner. At forward, 5'7" freshman number 30, Ellie Cease. At guard, 5'7" here are your 2025 at guard, 5'9" freshman number 33, Yoda O'Neal. At forward, 5'10" sophomore number 25, AJ Alphenstone. At guard, 5'6" number 4, Catherine Ball. At guard, 5'7" number 13, Katie Ori. At forward, 6'6" number 24, Ella Sakai. The officer, Steve Norman, he's assisted by Billy.
You're watching Bethel Park High School girls basketball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. Starters were just announced there. We'll go over them for you one more time. For Albert Gallatin, Grace Panos, Mitchell Turner, Maya Gleason, Ellie Cease, and Michaela Shea. And for Bethel Park, cap off, Sadie Ori wearing 13 instead of 14 today. Ella Sabatis, AJ Elphinstone, and Fiona O'Neal. Players ready for tip-off. Bethel Park breaks huddle by the bench. Ella Sabatis in the middle for Bethel Park with Mitchell Turner of Albert Gallatin in this game ready to get underway. Tip one by Bethel Park. There's Fiona O'Neal over to cap off. She has an open three that she misses. Contested possession called there. Ella Sabatis got in and grabbed the ball with Michaela Shea. Possession yields to Albert Gallatin. 10 seconds in, no score. Shea across the court. There's Panos inside. Bounce pass further in, stolen by Ella Sabatis. Intended for Mitchell Turner, and now Bethel Park transitions to offense. Long pass in, over the head of Fiona O'Neal, goes out of bounds. And about 30 seconds into the game, still no score. Albert Gallatin, among the bottom teams in Class 5A Section 4, Bethel Park is fourth of the 7 teams in the section as that ball goes out of bounds. And another turnover. Bethel Park just lost on Friday, January 31st to Thomas Jefferson. The game was close. Bethel Park ended up losing and lost both games it played to Thomas Jefferson this season. Fiona O'Neal drives, baseline across court. Sabatis drives in, middle of the paint. Basket missed, rebound by Michaela Shea. 7:10 left first quarter, still no score. Michaela Shea. Bounce pass over. There's Cease. Inside, fumbled away, intended for Gleason, but intercepted. Bethel Park to offense. There's Sabatis for 2. 6:50 left first quarter, 2-0. Here's Albert Gallatin now. Cease with it. And a reach in there as Cease was trying to coordinate a dribble. Foul caught on cap off. That's her first personal. Bethel Park's first of the quarter. And a substitution. Kittermont into the game now for Albert Gallatin. Basket missed. Attempted by Gleason. Rebound, Bethel Park. Ori over to Fiona O'Neal. Back to Ori. Drive to the corner for Elphinstone. There's O'Neal now. O'Neal on the wing. 6:17 left first quarter. Now Sadie Ori wearing 13 in today's game. Got a stain on her shirt from yesterday's game. She puts up a 3 and makes it. Ori with 3, Bethel Park with 5. 6 minutes left first quarter. Yeah, stand on her jersey. Some blood from yesterday's game got on there, so she'll just be wearing 13 as that 14 jersey gets an extra wash. Wing 3, good. Maya Glisson for 3, and now it's a 2-point game. 5:40 left in the first quarter. Cap off, Fiona O'Neill now with it. That's all Sabatis in the corner. Missed. Rebound Albert Gallatin, 5.5 left first quarter. Tight game so far. Shea has it being guarded by O'Neill. Bounce pass into Turner. Back to Shea, who drives, fights through pressure and misses the basket. Rebound. A.J. Elphinstone, and a whistle stops play. As Elphinstone was pulling for the basketball, she took 2 steps. No, it wasn't dribbling, so the officials will give the ball back to Albert Gallatin. 5:17 left first quarter, 2-point game. Ella Sabatis made a basket. Sadie Ori made a 3. That's how Bethel Park has 5 now. Pressure in the corner. Ball goes out of bounds off Bethel Park. Michaela Shea was double-teamed right by the baseline. But Albert Gallatin maintains possession. 5:13 left first quarter, 2-point game. Long pass out. Glisson has it. On the wing now being guarded by Sabatis. Glisson backs up. Gives it over to Shea. Michaela Shea on the drives toward the wing, then passes it over there. Second pass tipped, but Albert Gallatin maintains possession. Here's Glisson. For 3, Shea, no good. Rebound, Sabatis. 4:40 left first quarter. Minimal scoring to this point. 2-point lead for Bethel Park. Sadie Ori. Ella Sabatis. A.J. Elphinstone. Ori. Steps back by that sideline. Pass into Sabatis. Ball tipped though, fumbled, and stolen by Albert Gallatin. 4:20 left first quarter. Pass in. Drive. Pass out shot is missed by Cease. Rebound Bethel Park. Sadie Ori now across court. She'll try a 3. Good! Sadie Ori with 2 threes so far. 6 individual for her. 8 for Bethel Park at a 5-point lead. 3:52 left first quarter. Shot missed by Panos. And a whistle stops play. Foul's going to be reported. LEC's called for the foul, her first personal, first for Albert Gallatin in the quarter. And here comes Bethel Park. Ella Sabatis in possession of the basketball, over to Fiona O'Neill. Sadie Ori, Sabatis. Sabatis drives, baseline, basket is good. 4 for Sabatis. Ori and Sabatis, the only 2 Bethel Park scorers so far, and they've now got 10 as a team. 3:25 left first quarter. Drive inside. Up and blocked for the moment. Shot attempted by Michaela Shea, but a foul is going to be called. Ella Sabatis called for the foul, her first personal. Bethel Park with 2 in the quarter. That was a shooting foul, so Michaela Shea is going to get 2 free throws. Make on the first. First for Shea, Gallatin, Albert Gallatin with 4. Second shot here is good. 2 for Shea. Lead now cut in half. 10-5 Bethel Park lead. Sadie Ori crosses over the screen she got. Now it's Elphinstone. Drives, right lane, fumbles it away. Had it tipped by Maya Glisson. Goes out of bounds. Bethel Park will retain possession though. Kapoff going to inbound from the baseline near the corner there. Sabatis with it. Gets the inbound, pivots and gives it to Boff. Open 3. Good! Cap off for 3. Bethel Park up 13-5 now, 3 minutes left first quarter. Albert Gallatin now working on offense. There's Shea. Shea took 2 steps without dribbling. Travel called. And a turnover. Had a substitution made. Michaela Shea taken out. Maggie Cardamont put back in the game. Drive in. Elphinstone out to Sabatis for three. Oh, man. And Sabatis now with a three. That's 4 threes made for Bethel Park in this first quarter. 16-5's the score. Top of the key three for Panos is missed. Rebound by A.J. Elphinstone, and Bethel Park transitions to offense. Sadie Ori tries a three. No good. Sabatis on the rebound, misses the second effort. And now Bethel Park resets on offense. Sabatis will drive the baseline. Bounce pass over. Fiona O'Neill. Sabatis. Outside. Sadie Ori drives. Steps and misses that layup. Gets her own rebound. Heaves a pass to Sabatis, who drives middle of the paint. Outside corner three. Good! Oh, man! Are you not entertained? 5 Bethel Park threes in this first quarter. 1:40 left in it. And Bethel Park's up 19-5. Panos. Top of the key over to the wing. Listen. Will drive. Triple teamed, and the official blows the whistle, stopping the clock with 1:28 left in the first quarter. And a foul called. Kapoff called for the foul, her second personal. It's Bethel Park's third of the quarter. Kapoff will be taken out in place of Avery Benacki. Bethel Park up by 14 points in this first quarter. Albert Gallatin had a three made by Maya Glisson and 2 free throws made by Michaela Shea. Their only points so far. Inbound stolen by Sadie Ori. Drive, pass over, Sabatis. Basket counts for 2 points, and with that, a timeout call. Minute 20 left first quarter. It's 21-5. Bethel Park ahead of Albert Gallatin. Timeout here. Albert Gallatin only with 5 points so far in this game. 2 free throws made by Michaela Shea, a 3 made by Maya Glisson. That's it. Bethel Park 5 threes through this first quarter so far. Kapoff made 1 3. Sadie Ori made a couple. Fiona O'Neill had 1. Ella Sabatis, the leading scorer for Bethel Park. She made 1 3 on top of 4 total field goals made. So 3 2s, 1 3 gives her 9 individual points. Bethel Park with a commanding lead through a quarter of play. Bethel Park, one of the top 4 teams right now in Class 5A Section 4. Bethel Park 5-4 in section. A half game back of Baldwin for third place. Baldwin 6-4 in section. Top 2 teams are running away with the section. It looks like it's either going to be Peters or Thomas Jefferson. But Peters undefeated in section as of right now with a 9-0 record. Thomas Jefferson 9-1. Ball tipped by Sadie Ori, but Albert Gallatin keeps possession. Ball still in the backcourt. Countdown still running. Now they finally get it across midcourt. Bethel Park lost a close one to Thomas Jefferson last night, 60-53. Basket's good there. Maya Glisson with 5. She leads Albert Gallatin scores. Timeout, by the way, was called by Albert Gallatin. Didn't officially mention that, but play keeps going on. Sabatis outside. Benacki tries an open 3 from the corner and misses. Rebound Elphinstone. Second effort missed, and a foul going to be called on the attempted rebound. Mitchell Turner called for the foul, her first personal. That's 2 in the quarter now for Albert Gallatin. A.J. Elphinstone will shoot 2 free throws and makes the first. But Bethel Park lost by 7. It was a close game. Thomas Jefferson beating Bethel Park yesterday. Improves to 9-1 in section. And Thomas Jefferson still plays Peters Township one more time this season. Well, that game will be coming up next week. So if Thomas Jefferson can beat Peters Township, Thomas Jefferson will be in the running for section champion, just depending on how the rest of the season plays out. But Peters hasn't lost to anybody yet, and Thomas Jefferson's only loss on the year in section was to Peters Township, so that should be an interesting one coming up next week. Ball goes out of bounds. Bethel Park just has to thwart off Trinity to finish in the top four. It's the top four teams that make it in each section. Trinity's at 3-7 in section right now. Corner three. Rattled a bit, but it's good. Peyton Lewis for three. Albert Gallatin has made it to 10 points now. Bethel Park does not get a final shot off to end the quarter. But after one quarter of play, Bethel Park's up 23-10. Second quarter coming up in just a moment after this brief stoppage in play. But as I was saying, Trinity 3-7 in section. As long as Bethel Park can thwart off Trinity for the final week of the season, Bethel Park will finish in the top four regardless. And it's just a matter of seeding whether or not they can catch Baldwin. Bethel Park does play Baldwin next week, so that could be an interesting finish if Bethel Park can beat Baldwin next week. We'll have a chance to slip into that third spot and get better seeding for the Class 5A playoffs. Yeah, but Bethel Park, fourth of the 7 teams. Albert Gallatin and Uniontown right now each have 1-9 section records. They're pretty much done for the season, not going to be able to climb back to one of those top 4 spots. And if Albert Gallatin loses this game against Bethel Park today, Albert Gallatin will fall to 1-10, making it 10 section losses for them. Their overall record is not too bad. They're 7-10 overall. Just in section, they've had trouble with teams all season. Their only win on the season in section was the Uniontown back on January the 17th. They won 70-28. They also lost to Uniontown back on December 16th, 68-37. So, or excuse me, 41-38. The other score I read, Albert Gallatin lost to Bethel Park 68-37 back on December 16th, but Uniontown beat Albert Gallatin back on December 12th. Here's Avery Benacki with it now. So Albert Gallatin and Uniontown beat each other once this season. They won't play each other again. 3 for Fiona O'Neill's good. O'Neill with a couple threes in the game. Bethel Park with 6 as a team, and they're up 16 points. 7:20 left second quarter. Bethel Park's final 2 games of the season will be against Peters Township and Baldwin. Baldwin will be on Tuesday they play, and the game against Peters Township will be on Friday the 7th. Missed there by A.J. Elphinstone. Drive in there, Shea misses. Rebound for Elphinstone. Albert Gallatin has a couple more games left on the schedule, only one though in section. Albert Gallatin's going to play Trinity on the road on February 3rd, so that's on Monday. Pass in, out, 3-point attempt. Missed by Benacki. Rebound though by Bethel Park, and Sabatis makes the second effort. 11 for Sabatis. She leads Bethel Park scorers. 28-10's the score. But Trinity on February 3rd on the road. That'll be a section game, and then Albert Gallatin's final game of the season's a non-section game against Waynesburg Central on February 5th. Shot missed, rebound. Albert Gallatin gets it, and again gets it. There's Mitchell Turner. She missed that opportunity there, and this time Bethel Park gets the rebound and transitions to offense. 6 minutes left, second quarter. 3 attempts. Good for Sadie Ori. Sadie Ori only made 3-point field goals so far. She's got 3 3-pointers in the game. 9 for her. Missed there by Albert Gallatin. Rebound by Bethel Park. 5:40 left, second quarter. Pass over to Benacki, out to Ori for three. No good that time. Rebound by Elphinstone. Sabatis inside, drive, and blocked. All done there by Maya Glisson to block that Sabatis shot. Goes out of bounds off Albert Gallatin. Bethel Park will inbound, and with that, a couple substitutions made. A.J. Elphinstone and Fiona O'Neill out. Gabrielle Labate and Bella Coleman back in. Ella Sabatis for two. She continues to increase her individual scoring lead. She has 13 points. Bethel Park's up by 23 now. Steal there. Bethel Park's Sadie Ori drives. Misses the shot, but it had it blocked. The attempted layup. Ball goes out of bounds off Albert Gallatin, so Bethel Park keeps possession on its offensive half of the court. 5:13 left, second quarter. There's Bella Coleman for the inbound. Avery Benacki to Labate for three, no good. Rebound Sabatis outside to the wing. There's Coleman. Misses a three opportunity there. Sadie Ori hustles and went after the ball and got fouled. Called for a push. Albert Gallatin will inbound. Sadie Ori with one personal foul. Bethel Park with one team foul in the quarter. 23-point Bethel Park lead, under 5 minutes left now in the second quarter. There's Glisson outside on the wing. Three attempts is good. Grace Panos for three, her first points of the game made there. 33-13 is the score. Sabatis from the elbow. Missed. Rebound for Albert Gallatin. Maya Glisson. Grace Panos dribbling. Pass over. There's Glisson. Gets a screen to dribble around. Drives right lane. Basket is missed. Ball tipped out of bounds. And the officials say it went off Albert Gallatin last, so Bethel Park gets to inbound. Up 20 points. And a substitution made for Bethel Park. Avery Benacki out. Layla Bench in. Layla Bench number 23. Sadie Ori dribbling and slowly and methodically takes it across half court. Bounce pass inside. Layla Bench. Labate. Three for Bella Coleman. Missed. Tipped off of the hands, though, of Ellie Cease. So it goes out of bounds off her. Bethel Park will keep possession on its offensive half of the court. 33-13 is the score. 3:50 left in the second quarter. Here's Sabatis to the wing for Labate. Now Layla Bench. Labate. Ori. Crosses over, gets a screen to Sabatis. Cross court. Bella Coleman drives, baseline. Ball tipped and blocked. Stolen by Albert Gallatin. 3.5 minutes left, second quarter. Drive in, fumble by Panos, but she keeps possession momentarily. Had it tipped again. And with a bit of shaky possession there, Albert Gallatin elects to call another timeout. Second timeout called by Albert Gallatin this half. Team trailing by 20 points. Just a review of the standings one more time. Albert Gallatin is tied at the bottom with Uniontown in Class 5A, Section 4. Albert Gallatin and Uniontown 1-9 in section together. Trinity, the fifth place team of 7, 3-7. Bethel Park fourth with a 5-4 section record. Baldwin 6-4, a half game up on Bethel Park for third in this section. Then Thomas Jefferson right behind Peters Township for first place. Thomas Jefferson in second with a 9-1 section record. Peters Township in first, undefeated in section, 9-0, going into the final week of the regular season. Bounce pass in. Albert Gallatin moving the ball, 3:10 left, second quarter. Drive, pass out to the corner. Panos drives the baseline, makes the basket. Panos with 5. Albert Gallatin within 20 now. It's an 18-point Bethel Park lead. 2:55 left in the second quarter. Sadie Ori gets a screen. Hands off to O'Neal, and now a Labate three. No good. Rebound by Seas. .240 left second quarter. Here's Panos with it. Bounce pass over. Pass into Seas. Outside the top of the key. Shea drives. Shea misses the basket. Ball tipped. Mitchell Turner comes down with it. Seas to Shea. Shea drives right lane. Has the shot blocked. Albert Gallatin will get to inbound, and now more substitutions for Bethel Park. Bella Coleman is taken out along with Sadie Ori. AJ Elphinstone and Cap Off will get back on the court. Two of the Bethel Park starters in this one. Shea for two, missed. Rebound though by Turner, and she missed as well. Layla Bench came down with it, and Bethel Park transitions back to offense. Labate to the corner. O'Neal for three. No good. Elphinstone on the rebound. Elphinstone pass out. Bench. Cap Off for three. No good. Rebound by Turner. Under 2 minutes left second quarter. 33-15 Bethel Park lead. Michaela Shea has it. Bounce pass over. There's Panos. Drive. Basket is good. Panos leads Albert Gallatin scores now with 7 individual points. Elphinstone, top of the key, over to the left wing. Cap Off. Fiona O'Neal drives. Spins. Pass out to Buff. Heaves a pass across court. Labate to Bench. And now Cap Off drives. Basket is missed. Bethel Park hasn't scored in a few minutes now as Eppo goes out of bounds off Albert Gallatin. And with that, Bethel Park's going to call a timeout. Ella Sabatis leads Bethel Park scores with 13 points, but she was off the court there for a bit, getting some rest with such a large lead for Bethel Park. But without her on the court, Bethel Park really hasn't scored very much. 33-17 is the score. Sabatis leads, like I said, with 13 points. Nobody else on either team is in double digits right now. Sadie Ori is close. Ori with 9. Fiona O'Neal has 6 and Cap Off has 3. AJ Elphinstone also made a couple free throws, so she's at 2. Albert Gallatin, 7 for Grace Panos, 5 for Maya Glisson, 3 for Peyton Lewis, and 2 for Michaela Shea. Labate will inbound. Fiona O'Neal tries to drive and makes the basket. O'Neal's first basket made that wasn't a three-pointer. She's at 8 now in Bethel Park. Up 35-17. A minute left second quarter. Shot missed by Panos. Rebound Bethel Park. So Sadie Ori and Ella Sabatis on the bench right now. Bethel Park with 3 players off the bench on the court now. Ball on the ground. AJ Elphinstone got tied up with Mitchell Turner of Albert Gallatin, and with that contested possession called, officials yield to the arrow, which points toward Albert Gallatin. So there they come now with possession of the basketball. 37 seconds left. Ball on the ground. 3 pairs of hands on the basketball, and officials call contested possession again, and this time it goes toward Bethel Park, which means Bethel Park will inbound and now run on offense. 26 seconds left, second quarter. Layla Bench with it. Cap Off over to Fiona O'Neal, an open corner 3, no good, in and out. AJ Elphinstone on the rebound, however. She starts to dribble and gets it back beyond the arc. 10 seconds left, second quarter. Labate to Cap Off. Inside to Layla Bench. Bench. She had the ball tugged. And one of the Albert Gallatin players pulled her in one direction, and since she had possession of the ball and took some steps without dribbling, the officials do call a travel. And with that, Albert Gallatin going to use another timeout. That's 3 timeouts used by Albert Gallatin in this half, so 2 remaining for the rest of the game for Albert Gallatin. Bethel Park only used 1, so Bethel Park still with 4 to use throughout the game. 3 seconds left, second quarter. Bethel Park up by 18 points over Albert Gallatin. Bethel Park number 4 in Class 5A, Section 4 right now. Albert Gallatin tied for the bottom of the section. Tied with Uniontown with 1-9 section records. But if Albert Gallatin doesn't win this game, Albert Gallatin will be administered its 10th section loss of the season. Which again, I mean, judging by their overall record, 7-10 is their overall record. They're not all that bad, just their section opponents are tough. 3-pointer missed by Maya Glisson to end the first half. Bethel Park up 35-17 over Albert Gallatin after 1 half of play. Quick scoring summary for you. Ella Sabatis finishes the first half with 13 points, and she was sitting for the second half of that second quarter. Sadie Ori with 9, Fiona O'Neill with 8. Cap off has 3. She made a 3-pointer in the first quarter. AJ Elphinstone made 2 free throws. She's at 2 points ending the first half. For Albert Gallatin, leading scorer Grace Panos with 7. Maya Glisson has 5. Peyton Lewis made a 3-pointer in that first half. She's got 3. And then Michaela Shea made 2 free throws for 2 total points in the first half. I'd like to thank the crew for being here today, helping us out through this one, bringing this production to you live. Ryder doing the directing. John and Linus. No, Linus isn't here today. Nico's back. I almost forgot. Goodness. My mind was just on autopilot there. It's John and it's Nico running cameras today. Linus not with us today. He's usually on these productions, but not here today. So John and Nico, thank them. Thank Ryder one more time directing. Anthony Veltri back at BPTV's Network Control, bringing this game onto cable television. Second half coming up next. You're watching Bethel Park High School girls basketball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. You're watching Bethel Park High School girls basketball on Bethel Park Public Access Television and Bethel Park Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Subscribe on Blackhawk TV, Blackhawk TV 412 on YouTube. Search that up. Don't get us confused with the Chicago Blackhawks. That's a common mistake that happens. So that's why you want to search Blackhawk TV 412 on YouTube, and you'll find Blackhawk TV for the Bethel Park Athletics. Again, hit subscribe. You'll get notified whenever we go live for any of the games we do. And we're covering all section games for the Bethel Park High School boys and girls teams. So be sure to tune in. And you can also watch on cable TV. So if you are somebody that you know prefers cable TV for watching and consuming media, well, they can watch live games as well. If you're watching this on February 1st, 2025, it is a live basketball game, so keep that in mind too. We do live games on BPTV cable, Comcast 21 and Verizon 32 as well. Fiona O'Neill has that pass stolen by Maya Glisson. Ella Sabatis back on the court. She sat out for the second half of the second quarter. Glisson for two, missed. Rebound by Sabatis. But she's back on the court now. She leads all scorers with 13 points. Nobody else individually in double digits yet. Elphinstone, now Sabatis out to the corner. Cap off. Step back to the wing. There's Elphinstone to Sadie Ori. For three. Thought she had enough space. Didn't hit the basket though. Rebound. There's Michaela Shea with it now. Fiona O'Neill, the only player that didn't start the game on the court to start this second half. Ball tipped. Picked up by Shea. Shea moves, and now it's Glisson. 6:45 left third quarter. No points yet this half. Glisson dribbling, being guarded by Elphinstone. Michaela Shea with it now. Top of the key. She moves back and forth, bounce pass. There's Panos. Bounce pass in, and now there's a scramble for it on the ground, and officials call contested possession. Now a brief timeout for an injury. Mike Glisson just needed a bit more time to get up there. And with Glisson being aided up by the head coach, they are going to send her back to the bench. So it is technically a rule. When the head coach has to come out or a player needs extra time to get up for injury, a player has to sit out momentarily. So Glisson's on the bench now. Panos drives. Basket's good. First points of the quarter come to Grace Panos, who continues to lead Albert Gallatin scores. She has 9 points, nearly half of the Albert Gallatin total for the game. Three there by Kapoff, missed. Rebound by Fiona O'Neill. There's Ella Sabatis, pivots. Kapoff inside. AJ Elphinstone pivots, misses that basket, and this time Cease comes down with it for Albert Gallatin. 5:40 left third quarter. Bethel Park leading Albert Gallatin 35-19. Panos, basket is missed. Rebound by Sadie Ori. No, excuse me, that's rebound by Fiona O'Neill. Quick transition. Sabatis, too much momentum. It was a little too high for her, so she just threw it back into play to keep it from going out of bounds, and Albert Gallatin stole it. Panos to the corner. Shea on the wing to the top of the key. Shea tried to get a screen there, now a bounce pass. Panos with it now. Panos, Shea on the wing. Shea steps, pivots, gives it to Cease, being double teamed. Cease pivots. Back out top of the key, over to Panos. No shot clock in high school basketball in Pennsylvania, so as long as the players don't stay idle with the basketball for too long, they don't have any time requirement for when they need to shoot the basketball. Whistle stops play. Foul going to be called. 4:43 left in the third quarter. Ellie Cease called for the foul. Her second personal. That's The first of the quarter for Albert Gallatin. Just one basket made by either team through this third quarter so far. It was Grace Panos who made a two-pointer. Fiona O'Neill has it now for Bethel Park. There's Ella Sabatis, drives, basket is good. Adds to her leading total of 15 points, and Bethel Park now up 37-19. Ball fumbled a bit, and Kapoff gets on the ground. So pull possession away from Michaela Shea. Officials call contested possession, and the arrow yields in the direction of Bethel Park. Sadie Ori over to Ella Sabatis inside Fiona O'Neill. There's triple team there. She drove in the middle of the paint, and a foul is going to be called here. Foul called on Mitchell Turner, her second personal. That's the second of the quarter for Albert Gallatin. Ella Sabatis pass out, cap off. There's Fiona O'Neill. Cap off. AJ Elphinstone. Sadie Ori drives, middle of the paint, has some trouble, passes out to Sabatis. And Sabatis in the middle of a pivot got called for a travel. So Albert Gallatin will take over, inbounding from that far sideline. And a substitution made. Grace Panos out, Peyton Lewis in for Albert Gallatin. 3:52 left in the third quarter. It's 37-19. Bethel Park up by nearly 20 points. It's an 18-point lead for the Bethel Park Blackhawks over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Shea pivots, gives it to Cease. Over to Glisson, who's back into the game after being subbed out for required injury benching by the officials. Ball stolen away. There's Fiona O'Neill with it. Gives it to cap off. Sadie Ori with it now, dribbling to the top of the key. Handoff. There's Boff. O'Neill. AJ Elphinstone. Sabatis inside. O'Neill tries to drive. Makes the basket under some pressure. O'Neill, the second Bethel Park player to get into double digits for individual scoring. She's at 10 points. 20-point lead for Bethel Park. Tip and stolen by O'Neill. Bethel Park transitioning to offense. Sadie Ori drives left lane, up and missed. But a whistle stops the clock with 2:53 left in the third quarter. LEC's called for the foul, her third personal. That's the third for Albert Gallatin in the quarter. Since it was a shooting foul, Sadie Ori is going to get 2 free throws. And she makes the first of 2. Gives her 10 points individually in this game, and Bethel Park has now reached 40 points as a team. Cap off, AJ Elphinstone, go to the bench. Second shot missed. Avery Benacki in, and Bella Coleman both back into the game off the bench for Bethel Park. Got some minutes in the first half, and now we're getting some more playing time here in the third quarter. Pass in, there's Mitchell Turner out to Michaela Shea for 3. Good. Michaela Shea with 5 points individually after that 3, and Albert Gallatin's got past 20 points now. It's 40-22. Sadie Ori, Ella Sabatis for 3. Yep, there it is. Gives Sabatis 18 individual points. Bethel Park now up 43-22. 21-point lead for Bethel Park. Shea. Bounce pass, there's Mitchell Turner. Handoff stolen, or at least tipped there by Sadie Ori, but Turner recovered. Gives it to Glisson, who calmly walks it. On the top of the key, bounce pass in, Turner. Miss on that drive, Benacki tipped it over to Sabatis, and Sabatis takes it across half court. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sadie Ori, Ella Sabatis outside. Benacki drives the baseline. Cross-court pass, there's Bella Coleman, Ella Sabatis. Sabatis crossover, and Benacki open 3, no good. Rebound there by Glisson. Minute 10 left, third quarter. Shea with it, just standing there, being guarded by Fiona O'Neill. Bounce pass over. Glisson trips, falls, and the officials stop play with 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Officials rule Glisson out of bounds on that sideline. So Bethel Park will inbound with 57 seconds left in the third quarter, and Bethel Park right now up by a large sum, 43-22. Bella Coleman for three, missed. Rebound by Sabatis. O'Neill drives right lane. Basket is missed. Mitchell Turner came down with the rebound. Bounce pass in, there's Shea, tries for the basket and she missed. Rebound by Fiona O'Neill, who pivots and gives it over to Sadie Ori. 12 seconds left, third quarter. Bounce pass in, Sabatis out to the corner, to the top of the key, to Bella Coleman, to Sadie Ori. 3 seconds. Coleman will just heave one up, and she missed. That ends the third quarter. 43-22, Bethel Park up by 21 points going into the final quarter of regulation. I want to thank the crew one more time, all of those a part of bringing this game to you today. Ryder doing the directing, John and Nico on cameras, Anthony Veltri back at BPTV's network control. You're watching Bethel Park Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. You can watch games live on Comcast 21, Verizon 32, and on YouTube through Blackhawk TV. If you're watching this game on February 1st, 2025, this is a live basketball game. Got live games on YouTube, live games on cable television. Make sure if you're among the mobile people that prefer to watch these games on mobile devices or just through the internet on YouTube, subscribe to Blackhawk TV 412 so you'll get notified every time we go live. And for BPTV, check the BPTV schedule online at bptv.bethelpark.net. You can see Bethel Park's schedule and all the wonderful programming made by your friends and neighbors in the Bethel Park community. Fourth quarter is underway. Bethel Park up by 21. Panos pass in. Glisson out to Shea. Drive, baseline, ball tipped and lost by Shea. Officials award Bethel Park possession back. Sadie Ori takes it across court. Got some blood yesterday stained on her number 14 jersey, so that's being thoroughly cleaned, which is the reason why she's wearing number 13 in today's game. That one's stolen. Bethel Park just lost last night to Thomas Jefferson. It was a close game that Thomas Jefferson came out in front of. Basket's good there by Grace Panos. She reaches 11 points, first double-digit score for Albert Gallatin today. It's 43-24, 7 minutes left, fourth quarter. Bethel Park on its way to sweeping the season set against Albert Gallatin. Bethel Park beat Albert Gallatin back on December 16th earlier in the season. Sadie Ori. Elphinstone over to cap off. Elphinstone. Boff. Drives. Stifled a bit there. Passes out to Sabatis. 13-foot shot missed. Rebound by Albert Gallatin. Thomas Jefferson now 9-1 in section. It's Class 5A Section 4 that all these teams play in. Half a game back of the undefeated Peters Township right now, still ahead in the standings with an undefeated 9-0 section record. Turner over there. Passed it to Glisson. Albert Gallatin entering play 1-9 in section. Shea for 2. It'll be 10 section losses for Albert Gallatin if they can't come back and win against Bethel Park here. Bethel Park wins. Bethel Park will be tied with Baldwin for 3rd in section with Section 4 section records they'll each have. 12 points for Fiona O'Neill on that basket. Bethel Park up now 45-26, 5:25 left in the 4th quarter. Glisson has it now. She drives, pivots, jump shot, missed. Rebound by A.J. Elphinstone. Panos the leading scorer for Albert Gallatin right now. Michaela Shea the next leading scorer. Shea has 7, everybody else at 5 or fewer. A.J. Elphinstone tried for the drive, and then the official stopped play. 4:58 left in the 4th quarter. Foul called. Grace Panos called for the foul, her first personal. That's 1 in the quarter for Albert Gallatin. Second time to the line today for A.J. Elphinstone. She misses that first of 2 free throws there. She made her first 2 that were taken back in the 1st quarter, so she's got 2 individual points. But now 1 for 3 pending this second. 2 for 3, excuse me, pending this second shot here. Makes that one, so she's 3 of 4 in today's game. 3 points for her individually. Back to a 20-point lead for Bethel Park, 46-26. 4:50 left in the 4th quarter. Pass over for Panos. Shea dribbles, pivots around Fiona O'Neill, but now gets double teamed in the corner. Pass out there is Glisson, being guarded by Sabatis. Glisson crossover, pass out. There's Panos for 3. Good. Panos continues leading Albert Gallatin scorers with 14 points. Back within 20, but Bethel Park still up by a bunch. Here's Sadie Ori with it now. 4:18 left, 4th quarter. Fiona O'Neill on the wing. Labate, Ori. Labate, good! Three-pointer for Labate from the wing. 49-29, under 4 minutes left now in the 4th quarter. Tipped there by Ori guarding Panos. Now it's Seas with it. Michaela Shea. Shea gets it past Labate and takes an open 3 from the corner, and that missed. But Albert Gallatin got the rebound. Panos tries a shot that missed. Rebound by Ella Sabatis. 3.5 minutes left, 4th quarter. Sadie Ori on the wing. Pass out. Labate will try an open 3 and misses that one. Rebound by Sabatis. Passes out to Elphinstone to Sadie Ori. Drive lane is good. She stopped after the drive in the lane. Took a jumper from about 7 feet away and made it. Sadie Ori now with 12 points in the game. Second leading scorer for Bethel Park. Now it's 51-29. Bounce pass. There's Panos. Missed. Rebound by Ella Sabatis. There's Sadie Ori with it now. And Fiona O'Neill drives and missed the shot, but a whistle stops play with 2:50 left in the 4th quarter, and a foul is going to be reported. Mitchell Turner called for the foul. Her 3rd personal foul. That's 2 in the quarter for Albert Gallatin, and here come 2 free throws for O'Neill. First one's good. This is her first trip to the free throw line in this game. Bethel Park has not had too many players foul in this game. Just 4 fouls as a team all throughout. 2 for Cap Off, 1 for Sadie Ori, and 1 for Ella Sabatis. Second shot. Missed. Rebound by Layla Bench, who was freshly entered into the game. Fiona O'Neill tries to drive and missed. A.J. Elphinstone came down with the rebound, then was tugging at it with Mitchell Turner before Bethel Park elected to use a timeout to keep possession. Timeout called with 2:44 left in the 4th quarter. 52-29 Bethel Park lead. This is Bethel Park's largest lead of the game to this point, a 23-point lead over Albert Gallatin. Bethel Park used its second timeout of 5, allowed to be used throughout the game. Bethel Park has 3 remaining, Albert Gallatin has 2. A couple players in relative foul trouble, not mattering too much later in the game now with the game close to a conclusion. But Mitchell Turner has 3, Ellie Cease has 3, and Grace Panos has 1. So each team has had 3 players commit at least 1 foul. But neither team has put the other in the automatic double bonus time either. Neither team has reached 5 fouls in a quarter, so it's been a relatively cleanly played game. Bethel Park with a huge advantage with the score right now, being up by 23 points. Bella Coleman, one of the subs, entered into the game before the timeout. She came in with Layla Bench, and now Avery Benaki back on the court. So AJ Elphinstone, the only starter remaining on the court. The other 4 have come off the bench for Bethel Park. And a whistle stops play. Bella Coleman hit with a personal foul, her first personal. That's 1 in the quarter now for Bethel Park. Albert Gallatin moves to offense with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Shea. There's Glisson with it now. Jump shot, missed. Rebound by Panos. To Shea, top of the key. Shea inside to Turner. Dribble, drive, miss. Contested possession called there as A.J. Elphinstone tried to come down and grab it from Mitchell Turner. Possession arrow points toward Bethel Park, which means Bethel Park will inbound with about 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Elphinstone has it. Labate to the corner. Bella Coleman's going to try a 3. Good! Nine, 10 three-pointers, for Bethel Park now in the game as a team. Bella Coleman just adds to that total there after making that 3. It's 55-29. 6 Bethel Park players have made at least 1 3 in this game. And with that, Bethel Park's going to call a timeout with 1 minute and 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And just a quick review of the scoring to this point. Ella Sabatis leads all Bethel Park scorers with 18. Fiona O'Neill and Sadie Ori, they each have 12. That stoppage and play over quickly. Some more substitutions have come into the game for Bethel Park. 3 attempt, missed. Sarah Nath missing that shot. Sarah Nath into the game now, as is Emma Straub and Lucy Janai. Drive in, basket missed. Rebound by Bench. So the 5 on the court right now, all starters on the bench. It's Bella Coleman, Emma Straub, Sarah Nath, Lucy Janai, and Layla Bench. Those are the 5 for Bethel Park. Basket's good. Lucy Janai for 2. 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bethel Park 3 away from 60. Pass to the corner. There's Panos. Drives. Panos. Basket good. She's got a sizable total now. 16 points. She leads Albert Gallatin scores and trails the leader, Ella Sabatis, on Bethel Park by just 2. Drive there, and a whistle stops play. That was Emma Straub trying to drive. Looks like she stepped out of bounds. The officials are going to award Albert Gallatin possession. 15 seconds left, fourth quarter. 57-31's the score. Drive in by Glisson. Pass over. Panos made it. And now she leads Albert Gallatin scores. Well, she had been leading Albert Gallatin scores. She now ties Alice Sabatis' 18-point total. So those two tied among players active in the game now. 18 points for Panos, 18 points for Sabatis. 57-33 is the score. Albert Gallatin elects to use his fourth time out of the game, leaving one for the remainder of this game. They've got a short window to use it, though, if they do so choose to, with 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Both teams seem pretty relaxed at this point. Bethel Park on its way to its 6th section win of the season. And that win would tie them with Baldwin for 3rd place in the section. Baldwin right now at 6-4. Bethel Park at 5-4 in section. 7 seconds left in regulation. Coleman has her inbound tipped. Mitchell Turner stole it. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Glisson for 3. No good. Game over. Bethel Park wins by a final score of 57-33 over at Albert Gallatin to improve to 6-4 in section this season, which means at the moment they're tied with Baldwin for 3rd in the section. Each team has 6-4 records, so that could just improve their seeding when the playoffs come around. Of course, the higher they finish in the standings, the better seed they may get whenever the playoff picture is determined. And they do have Baldwin. They've got one more game coming up this season against Baldwin. They play Baldwin on Tuesday the 4th. So that'll be a game that you'll want to look forward to. If they could beat Baldwin, that's their next section game. So if they beat Baldwin, they'll pass Baldwin in that moment. They've got a tough game, though, coming up next week on Friday because they're going to play Peters Township, and Peters has not lost a game yet when playing section opponents. So a game that could be, well, one coming up against Baldwin, but then a tough task against Peters Township. But the Peters Township game is at home, so whether you believe in home field advantage impacting or not, Bethel Park will have that advantage to play at home next Friday. Bethel Park, earlier in the season, they played Baldwin. Bethel Park lost 67-57, so that's something to look at as well going into next week's game. So 2 big games coming up for the Bethel Park girls in terms of how they can improve their seeding, but that win pretty much secures their slot in the playoffs. Trinity would have a tough time coming back right now with a 3-7 section record, and the top 4 teams make it. So that's really all Bethel Park wants to look at. In terms of making it to the playoffs, they're pretty much a shoo-in at this point, but it's just a matter of where they're going to be seeded, and that's all going to depend on how many games they win to end the season and how many games other teams in the section win or lose. That does it. Game's over. Quick scoring recap for you as well. Bethel Park had Ella Sabatis lead with 18 points. Fiona O'Neill and Sadie Ori with 12 points. They were the 3 leading scorers for Bethel Park. Grace Panos had 18 for Albert Gallatin. Nobody else in double digits. Michaela Shea had 7. And then Maya Glisson had 5. Everybody else who scored had fewer. Well, for Ryder, the director, for John and Nico running cameras, and for Anthony Belchery back at BPTV, my name is Nicholas Callis saying so long and repeating the final score one more time. Bethel Park 57, Albert Gallatin 33. This has been a presentation of Blackhawk TV and Bethel Park Public Access Television.